Hi people, it is Thursday, which of course are the new Fridays, and we are here at the Mercure Hotel in Maidstone for Lennox Lewis himself. Here's my man Pope, David Pope. How you doing, Popey?
How's it going, everyone?
Up for a bit of Lennox, and of course a bit of Mrs. OG, who's definitely up for a bit of Lennox. She's even bought a Lennox Lewis hat in a hope he signs it. But anyway, we're here early, we've got plenty of time, so we're gonna go find a beer. No draft beer, guys, so I'm having to have a bottle, but rest assured there is draft beer in the Lennox venue. Now, a quick bite to eat, people. Mate Popey there, look, he's going in on the cheeseburger and the chips.
Gotta be done.
Mrs. OG, look. What are they, special, not fries, what are they? Sweet potato.
They're not sweet, they're just ordinary chips.
Oh, mac and cheese. And a burger for my good self. And a decent pint when I get in there. The crowd moving. Are we getting there?
Slowly but surely.
Busy people, busy. Some items for sale over there, look. Being auctioned later. Get to the front of the queue, get in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the three-time heavyweight champion of the world, Lennox Lewis, is with
Thank you.
But Razor Ruddock propelled you, didn't it, that two-round knockout?
Yeah, he did. Me and Razor we have a history, basically, because when I was starting boxing and when I went for actually my first tournament, he was in the first tournament, it was the Golden Gloves. And I actually fought him in the championship and lost to him by a point. So after that, he turned pro. I stayed amateur, and 88 Olympics, me and him sparred, because the Canadian team had to find sparring partners for me, and they had none. There was no big guy in Canada that could fight me. So the only guy that was there was Razor Ruddock. He was pro at the time, and me and him spent a lot of time sparring. So even when he came over for the fight, he still remembered the sparring. It wasn't like he had the best of me or I had the best of him. It was kind of like, kind of even. But he said to me that, Lennox, I still got the blood from our sparring on my shoes. And I'm like, what? Kind of upset me. I said, okay. You must think I'm the same person we were sparring before. This is a fight, it's different. In sparring, you have 16-ounce gloves. In a fight, you have 10-ounce gloves. So there's a difference. So I was looking forward to that fight.
The Razor Ruddock, brilliant dismantling of him. You became the world champion, Riddick Bowe ran away. But the Bruno fight was massive for this country, wasn't it? It was obviously in Cardiff, it was a rainy night, it was a wet night. And I guess that you had to prove to the British public who was the boss.
Yes, I did have to prove that. I don't mind proving my points and letting people know that, I believe in myself, and yes, I'm gonna win. And a lot of people actually thought, oh, he's kind of arrogant, I didn't think they were fair to call me arrogant. I was just focused, and I believed in myself, and I could look at somebody and say, I can beat this person because I know what to do. I know what I need to do to beat this person. And that's always worked for me.
Do you think you picked up the Bruno followers after that fight?
Yeah, everybody was really into Bruno. They felt that, obviously, he was the one representing England at the time. And I felt that he was old, and I felt that I was a better boxer than him. Until we had that press conference in New York, where, they introduced me, then they introduced him. he took his hat and threw it on the ground and started walking towards me. So I'm like, I took that position. I was ready. My security stepped in front of us like this, and he made a swipe at the security. So at that time, he declared war, and I went boom, 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 hit him on his head. Watch that video, you'll see all the marks where I punched him on his head. Yeah, and he was going off. He was cussing a couple people in the front row.
Bite wasn't there as well on the leg? I mean,
There was a bite on the leg. I was horrified in the sense that's the first time I've been bit by a human. Especially a man. He was like, yo, he put all the teeth in, and there was a bite mark about the size of a quarter, like a little.
But he bit Nirvana's ear, so you must have been expecting something. I mean, he'd done it before.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't expecting it because we're fighters. So I was expecting him to come try and beat me up, not bite me.
Did you feel you had to do that at the press conference, though? You had to sort of take control over him, because it's not something that we want to see. I mean, unless with a TV side and we want to sell it, but you don't. It's a respectful sport, and the two of you had gone way back as well.
Well, I didn't know Mike Tyson like this. I remember going boxing in the World Junior Championships in Santo Domingo in 1983, and they said I didn't box the best guy. The best guy didn't like to come on trips, didn't like taking the planes, nor did Costa Mota like taking the planes. So me and my trainer, which were there, we were saying, we gotta go find this guy. If there's a guy out there that's better than me, let's go find him. Let's see how good he is. Why is this guy better than me? Let me find out why this guy isn't better than me. Then me and my trainer, Arnie Beam, we drove up there all the way from Canada. I was containing him like that until my trainer said, well, let's watch some fights of Muhammad Ali and see how he dealt with this type of stuff. So we watched tapes of Muhammad Ali, and Muhammad Ali was, moving around, jabbing, and my trainer said, this is how you gotta fight. This is how you gotta fight. So that last day with Mike fighting in the ring, I was moving around Muhammad Ali, throwing the right hand. And then, because he couldn't catch me, Mike went like this. And then Castamano said, Mike, don't you do this. You're gonna fight him someday. So that was always in my mind, and I didn't know if we were gonna ever fight, and we did.
Back from Lennox Lewis. Popey, my mate Popey's just dropped us off. Dave, bless. We worked it out. I've not seen him in 32 years. That's the first time we've seen each other in 32 years. Mate, that's a mad time. Oh, we had a great night. I loved Lennox Lewis. It was such a great, great night. And it was great catching up with Popey, talking our old stories and all that sort of stuff, reminiscing. Yeah, so I neglected you a little bit tonight, missus, because obviously we were catching up. But we had a nice few beers, had a little bite to eat, which we saw.
Was quite nice.
Yeah, the food was quite nice. But anyway, here's Mrs. OG. Look, now, we both, let's get us both in shot, that's better. We both had our photos taken with Lennox, didn't we?
We did.
Which was pretty awesome. And he's such a nice bloke. He really, really is. And for a boxer, he talks so well. He's still really, really articulate. He's not, unfortunately, some boxers suffer the old punch drunkenness and all that, or but he's been quite lucky like that. He's remained very much, got his full, it was just a great, great talk. But anyway, that aside, we were queuing up for our photos, and we had our photos taken, and they're nice photos. I'll let Mrs. OG show her photo. There you go, Mrs. OG. There she is. With the man himself. Look, there he is. Mr. Lennox.
Reflecting a bit. There we go.
Reflective. Lennox Lewis. Or I'll try and scan it. Anyway, there was that.
Right.
And then I had mine taken, obviously, because he's a bit of a hero of mine, old Lennox. I do love a bit of Lennox. Again, excuse the thing there. But as we were queuing up our photos, Mrs. OG took some items along. Well, sorry, an item along. In a hope that he could sign. Now, because they were all queuing for signatures, it weren't looking like he was doing it. He weren't signing. They said, and the security, they said, no, photos only. So I took this along in a hope he'd sign it. But no. But Mrs. OG took her item along, and it is here. So this is the hat you bought when we went and saw in 2000, the year 2000, when we went to see Lennox actually fight, and the bloke on security who was looking after Lennox that evening, and I think he must work quite closely with him.
Yeah.
He looked at that part. He said no to my item, but he says that. He said we'll get signed. Well, I'll let you take over.
He said that's an original item. He said I will get Lennox to sign that for you, and he came and found me when we were sitting down waiting for Lennox to come on, and look, Lennox has signed it.
He went and got it signed by Lennox.
So so thank you very much to that security
And we
guard.
found him at the end, didn't we? As we were leaving
him.
at the end, we went and thanked him personally
because
he did what he said he would do.
But because he knew it was an original, he went, "That's an original."
Well,
I said, "Yes, I was at the fight." He said, "I will." He said, "I will definitely get him to sign that for you."
Yeah. So all in all, a great night, thoroughly enjoyable. And firstly's been a new Fridays. We've kicked this weekend off in style. Now, what have we got planned this weekend? Not a lot.
No, I'm out tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, you're out in Rochester tomorrow. I might go with you tomorrow. Depends how work goes tomorrow, because we've got a busy week ahead of us tomorrow. So next week, sorry. So I might have to go in and work the weekend. So it might be a bit of a boring vlog. Might not. It depends. Depends if we get everything done. We've got an inspection coming up, so we've got to sort stuff for that.
We've got to go to a meeting on Saturday.
Yeah, and Saturday I've got a meeting with my accountant, and it's quite a good accountant actually, old Chris, because he said, "Come and meet me." He says, "We'll go through what we've got to do." He says, "And then we go for a beer."
And Sunday is Remembrance Day.
Yes, Sunday's Remembrance Sunday. And I've got to text or email that fella, the art fella, to say the invite for the course. You can't do it because it's Remembrance Sunday. Yeah, we always go down the town and just, remember the soldiers and that. Pay our respects on a Sunday. Yeah, so, and I've got the hallway painting to finish. The gloss is done. I've got to do the emulsion work. So that'll be all right. Yeah, so I'll be honest, it's going to be a dull weekend, but whenever I say that, they turn out all right, actually. So, yeah.
We've got to get things done this weekend.
Yeah, a doing weekend, and I might have to be in work as well. So, yeah, we shall see. We'll play it by ear. Anyway, that was Thursday, and what an amazing Thursday it was. Good old Lennox. What a boxer he was. Yeah, it made my evening. It's great. Great. I really, really enjoyed it. And a great catch-up with old mate Popey. Awesome stuff. See you all in the morning for Friday, which is the countdown to the official weekend. Which might not be a weekend this weekend because of work commitments. But we shall see, we shall see, we shall see. Anyway, see you all in the morning. Happy Friday, people. It's Friday night. Finished work, come back, picked up Mrs. OG, who's with me here. She's off to Rochester. So I'm taking her on Rochester. We're going on the train. I'm going to have a few pints. She's doing a course. What course is it?
A lampshade making course.
She's going to make some lampshades. It's a bit shady. A bit shady. Do you want to go the alleyway or the car park? Let's go to the car park. Safety, numbers and all that. Anyway, so whilst Mrs. OG's in the course, I will be going to a few pubs, having a couple of beers. A little mooch around for a couple of hours. Anyway, so not a lot of vlogging today because obviously I was busy in work. But the weekend can officially start now. I've got to go back into work at some point over the weekend. Just got a little something to do, but shouldn't be too long. And you've said, Mrs. OG, you're quite looking forward to a chilled night tomorrow, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I've been out every night this week.
She has been out every night this week. She is a party animal, I tell you. A party animal, people. At the station, people. But the question is this. Will there be drama on the train? We've got two that are quite close to each other. So if there's drama on one, hopefully... Well, watch this space. You know us and trains, people. You know us and trains. Made it on the train, people. No drama yet. We've only got a few stops to go.
Oh no, 6 minutes went quick.
Time waits for no one, Nick. Yeah. Anyway, so no drama so far. So we're looking all right. Yeah, it's nice, loads of seats, all good. Bloke there's got fish and chips. Oh, I can smell the vinegar. It's lovely.
To do it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the way to do it. Yes. We made it. No drama on the train. I'm gonna go through to the high street now. Mrs. OG's got a little bit of time to kill, so I said let's go to Wetherspoons so she can have a coffee and I can have a pint. Because it'd be rude not to, guys, because it is Friday. Yes, the official weekend. Yeah. First beer of the weekend. Official, anyway. Happy days. Pint of Hurliman. People of a certain age from Kent will remember Hurliman Lager. It's not as strong as it used to be, but this was a proper cob. People used to go off their heads on this stuff. Not the same anymore, but it's still nice. Poor Mrs. OG, she's suffering. She's got earache today. She always has little problems with her ears anyway. But the earache is definitely not from me because I didn't get out of work early today. So it's definitely not me that gave you the earache. But she's in a bit of pain with it. But when you get crafting, you'll be all right, love.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, you'll manage. Anyway, look, you've got a nice Coca-Cola.
Yeah, just what I need. Nice cold Coke.
Nice cold Coke. Its temperature has dropped, isn't it?
Yeah, it's freezing.
Temperature has dropped, people, for sure. Anyway, I'm going to go and drop Mrs. OG shortly. And then we'll have a little mooch about, visit a few pubs, shall we? I did say I might try for an Indian restaurant, see if they do a table for one on a Friday night, but Friday's busy, they probably won't let me, you know. Although I'm a paying customer, ain't I? Or I might just go to Spoons and have a dinner. I don't know, decisions. I don't know what to do. Just off to drop Mrs. OG at her course. And then I'll grab a mooch about, people. See what I can get up to here in Rochester upon Mudway. First thing is this menu. It was mounted on a lump of perspex. This could hurt you, guys, if you hit someone with that. Well, this is different. The first Indian I've ever been in where the menu is on a piece of plastic. Seriously. You could do damage with this. Anyway, let's order a curry up. Let's see what I get. Ordered a pint, of course. I'm not sure, is it Cobra I think they've got in here? Anyway, yeah. Could be interesting. And the poppadoms arrived, but check out the colour of that mint sauce. Honestly, reminded me of The Simpsons, the power plant. Well, my main has arrived, people. I have to say, they've left the poppadoms here. It was all very quick service. Obviously, want me in and out quick. So I'm taking up a table of 4, just one of me, I suppose. But anyway, it is what it is. I have to say, the curry looks good. The naan bread looks very nice. And the rice looks good as well. So we'll get this served up and we'll dive on in. The only thing I thought was really dodgy was this. The mint sauce. I've never had mint sauce that is that luminous in all my life. My God, that is shockingly green. What are they thinking? Anyway, tastes all right. I'm carrying on with that curry there. This is the naan bread, the keema naan, no doubt, because it's the only one. Mrs. OD loves a Peshwari, but I have to have the keema. It's the only way to have it for me. Well, that was the Raj of India, people. Basic at best. Let's go get a proper pint now. Not one of those dodgy ones poured off. It was all right, don't get me wrong. It was edible, but it was, yeah, very, 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 very basic indeed. Not as good as my local takeaway.
Grab a pack in your local store today. Find your colour in the biscuit aisle. You know that guy we've been seeing? Yeah. Turns out my sister.
Bit loud in that last pub, so moved on. Yeah, a lot of youngsters in there. Behaving how I used to behave when I was that age, I guess. I know. Anyway, yeah, so another couple of pints. Got about just over an hour to kill before I go and pick up Mrs. OG, so I'm gonna have a mooch down the high street, find somewhere a bit different. I mean, I went in that pub there on the left. the two brewers, I think, on the way here. We're on there with Mrs. OG. I'm going to venture down a little bit further, see what else we can find. Oh yes. Popped into Wetherspoons. It ain't bad in here. Busy, of course, as you would expect, but I got served fairly quickly. Nice pint of Stella. Oh yes. But obviously it's busy. The beers are cheapest here than everywhere else, isn't they? So anyway, I found a perch, which is a good thing. Now, question for you guys. I don't think I've ever had a bad pint in Wetherspoons before. So have you? Let me know in the comments, people. And also, if you're a Guinness drinker, what's the Guinness like in spoons? Is it generally pretty good? Because I know a lot of you guys can be very, very fussy when it comes to Guinness, especially my brother-in-law who's from Dublin, so he's very fussy indeed. But drop me in the comments as always, people. Hope you're having a great Friday. Onwards and upwards. Happy days. Oh, yes. So still in Spoons, I ordered another pint, but this time I had it delivered to the table. It's just easier, I use the app, you know. Anyway, very busy here tonight, a Friday night in Rochester upon Mudway. Now it's 9:10. I'm going to go and pick Mrs. OG up, just up the road there, have a walk up to meet her, about 9:30ish, so by the time I finish this beer, it'll be about time to pick her up, you think? Oh, very nice too. Not had a Friday night like this for a while actually. Getting out and about, mooching about, seeing a bit of life in the pubs and stuff. I say, very busy. Nice to see people out and about. Yeah. Anyway, 20 minutes, go pick Mrs. OG up. Finished in Spoons there, people. Now off to pick up Mrs. OG. I hope she's had a very good course. And no doubt she'll be coming out of a lampshade, one would imagine. So it looks like I'm going to be getting new lampshades throughout the house anytime soon, doesn't it? No, let's hope she's done. Collected Mrs. OG. Here she is. And lampshade in hand.
Which is in the thing.
Cellophane. Yeah. Did you enjoy your...
It was really good.
Yeah.
She said we worked really fast. We did it in 2 hours.
Yeah.
It was a 2.5 hour course.
Well done.
So it was good. But it gave me time to go around the shop.
Did you get a lot?
What, buy a lot?
Yeah.
2 lots of fabric and another lampshade kit.
You can never have enough lampshade kits, and you can never have enough fabric.
No, never have enough fabric.
Anyway, we're going to go home. I think we've got to wait about just under 20 minutes for the train. So it's pretty dead here. There's only us and a couple of other ladies down there. So, and it doesn't seem to be any issues with the train.
No.
He says. Hopefully I haven't just cursed it. Nice few beers there. The Indian was alright. I'd give it about a 5 out of 10, yeah. Be honest, the takeaways out of home are better than that one. It was a sit down, but it was. Well, you saw the mint sauce.
Oh.
Honestly, I reckon my insides will be glowing. I reckon a certain part of me will be glowing in the morning. It was greener than a green man's greenness on a green day, wearing a Green Day t-shirt. No.
Oh, I wonder why.
I got in there early.
You don't feel ill, do you?
Not yet.
Oh, you'd be ill by now.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was that.
Oh.
Anyway, we haven't got to go over to see Chris till midday tomorrow. It's only a 20-minute drive. We've got to go meet my accountant, bless him. Well, Nick's accountant, should I say. Yep, so we're going to go see Chris tomorrow, and he said, we'll have a beer when we're done, so that'd be good. But it's in an old church, isn't it, that the lottery fund sort of redone up. So he said we're going to have a little tour upstairs and stuff, so I will show you guys a bit of culture tomorrow. Anyway, that is Friday night. I'm going to sign off now, unless something happens on the train, which we're hoping it doesn't. So it's a goodbye from me.
And it's a goodbye from me.
2 Ronnies when it did that.
Yeah.
Is it the 2 Ronnies? Yeah. Anyway, see you all in the morning, people, unless something happens, which it's not. For Saturday. Laters. Saturday morning, people. How are we all doing? Well and good, I hope and trust. I just out in the games room. Got a mug to package up. Going to get that sent off. I might post it today. It's to make no difference now. Anyway, it won't go till Monday. So, yeah. Anyway. Oh, I'd probably post it tomorrow, to be fair. I've got to go down to town for Remembrance Sunday. So we must always remember, guys. We must always remember. because, yeah, rude not to. Right, anyway, I'm going to pack this up. I'm going to shoot over the island. We're going to meet the accountant, and he works out of this beautiful old church building that was refurbished into sort of a business hub. And certain parts of it I think are closed off to the public, I'm not sure, but anyway, we're going to go up there and we'll have a little film about and show you guys a bit of culture. It looks impressive. I've never been there, but from the photos it looks pretty damned amazing. Anyway, let's get this packaged up, let's get some sweets going on. A bit of chocolate I think as well, so it'd be rude not to. The usual sticker, etc. Anyway, let's get this done, and then I suppose next time you see me I'll be over on the island looking around that church. Looks impressive, mightily impressive, people. We have arrived. Lovely building, especially from the front. Very, very, very nice. But look up here. Look on the top of that wall there. That's proper old school security. Those of a certain age will remember when growing up, certain people, houses, they'd have the wall like that, put the concrete up, and then all the shards of broken glass. It was a very good deterrent. It stopped people climbing over your walls, for sure. Anyway, let's go on in. It is a lovely building, as you say. Well, here it is, look. Very impressive building, that. There's Mrs. OG, there's Chris, who we're meeting. We're going to go on in and see what this is like. Apparently, I think, Chris knows more, obviously, but I believe this was refurbed by the National Lottery Fund. As you can see, automatic doors, oh, I say. Look at that. Thank you, Chris. Cheers, sir. Wow. All right, yep, that's the building we entered there.
That's it, that's the church, and that's the terrace just over there.
Yep, that's to the left of it still, yep.
Yeah.
I remember when they were originally sold, they were mad price.
Yeah.
Cheap as chips, weren't
Yeah.
they? But they obviously needed loads of work, yeah. This is Chris's favourite part of the building, he says.
The joinery side.
Yeah.
I love it.
I tell you what, it is, that's a project and a half, that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The original pictures here.
Oh, is it? Let's go and have another.
Yeah. One of the old fireplaces there as well.
Oh, right, yeah. Look at that.
On red.
Oh, yes. God, you can see that completely gone, wasn't it? Look. And a bit of graffiti on the wall as well. Instagram.
So this is the members' co-working space.
Yeah.
So they pay membership to Island Works. They have different sort of tiers, different packages.
Yeah.
And I've actually come up and used it a number of times. It's really good.
Yeah.
Get discounts on your coffee shop, if you remember.
Yep, not a bad view here, look at this. And then a few vlogs ago, you might remember, we were over at them turrets, we walked over there, and this is the view from the church, the old church. How impressive. And a sea view. Look at that.
Yeah, so you walked down the promenade, didn't you?
That's right, yeah, the stroll down there. Very nice.
It's quite a nice relaxing area. You can sit with your laptop.
Yep.
And these trusses, where this roof was put on, these trusses that are new, the iron pillars here are all existing, but the actual weight isn't on the pillars itself. They're on the walls, so they're more. It's not a structural thing as such.
No.
These pillars,
More ornate. just keep
more
the
sort of
originality.
like cosmetic
And they're still, you say?
iron.
Oh,
Yeah, they was all burnt out, all cleaned up and repainted.
Yeah.
This one. Yeah, it's a cantilever stone staircase.
Oh, great window there, look at that. Oh, how many got in these windows? There we go. Nice shot down there. There she is, Mrs. OG. You're right, the lights.
Oh, right, yeah.
This, I love this. It's like tonight on screen one, we're showing.
That's up there, that's the entrance.
That's it, yeah. Yeah, so this was reinstated. We reinstated this. You can just about see the original staircase on the wall there, where it was. And that's the existing.
That's the one we just looked at when we were at the top.
That's right. So we wanted to leave something
Yeah.
existing, like a memoriam sort of thing. But we wanted to put that new one in.
Well, it shows you the architecture and everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's very clever.
And that house, is that the Admiral's?
That's the Admiral's house.
That was sited just over the back, over that way, yeah, towards Gowson Point.
A decent game room in there. Have a gaming floor.
A lot of people didn't notice, only when we had this out a couple of months ago to take some 3D photos. If you look down, you can just about see a dome that a lot of people didn't realise that.
Oh, yes, yeah.
We took the roof off of this, like I say, a couple of months ago, and all the inside of the top layer was all divisioned up to rooms and fireplaces. So that roof of that model lifts off, and there's a lot of detail in there.
Well, thank you very much, Chris. We enjoyed that.
That's all right. And we're back to square one.
Well, Chris has spoilt us here. Look, he's bought us a toastie. He said they're impressive, and I have to say, I have to admit, this is chicken and chorizo. Look at that. Very nice, sir. Nick's gone for a bit of brie.
Cranberry.
Brie and cranberry. Yes, very Christmassy. Cheers, Chris. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
We have finished there in that beautiful church building that you all saw. The seagulls are coming in, as you can hear. Someone's thrown some chips down somewhere, or they're going to go and steal someone's donut, or a bit of cod maybe. Anyway, we're taking good old Chris here for a pint now. Let's go get us a beer. What time is it, Nick?
Beer o'clock.
Beer o'clock. Oh yes, indeed. There's a couple of pubs along here. This is called Blue Town, which is just all part of the area we've just been. This old wall here, look. I like the old doorway there. Look at that. Bricked up. Looks like something from Harry Potter. It'll open if you hit it in the right way, I reckon. A big old what? Oh, anchor. Sorry, Nick. There we go. So let's go get a beer. Blue Town fish and chips there.
John's good, yeah. Good fish and chips there.
The Albion pub there, look. Done out like an Irish bar, you say. Bit like an Irish theme bar.
Do you want to go now? Or you want to
Is it open? Don't look open. Oh, it is open. There is a light. Let's go. Don't know. Yeah, let's have one in here, can't we, before we go to the next one? Why not?
And as it advertised itself as an Irish bar, I had to have Guinness, didn't I? So I had a Guinness, and when I finished that one, do you know what I had? Oh, yes, indeed, another Guinness, because it'd be rude not to, people. Oh, yes, indeed. Now, I really did like this pub. I've been past it loads of times, but never entered it. So, yeah, my new favourite, methinks.
If you're ever in the area, people, you've got to head to that. It's called Whelan's. There's a concrete factory. They make gnomes and all statues and all sorts. Honestly, they have some quality gear in there. They really, really do. Yeah, years ago, bought a few bits from there. Yeah. And if you look at this wall along here, there's scorpions that live in that wall. Yes, scorpions, people. Apparently they come in from the boats over the years, because that's a dock the other side of the wall there. But we're going to pop in here now. The Red Lion in Blue Town. So there we go. Last time I was in here was with my dad, many, many years ago. Probably 15 plus years ago. Oh well, let's go and have a beer. Just went in that Red Lion, and I have to say, it was party-tastic. Honestly, it was a DJ in the corner. There was, we assume it was a hen night or a birthday party, and I said to Chris, we'll go back to the pub we've just been in, because it felt like we were gate crashing a party. But I tell you what, it was going off in there, wasn't it?
I got the dancing legs for it, Rob.
Yeah, my knees ain't what they used to be, Chris. I don't know about yours, but mine won't hold up anymore. I'm sure Mrs. OG would like a dance, but not today, not
Let's
this
go
afternoon.
back to this one, where
We'll-
the old timers go.
We'll go back to where the old people are, yeah. Back from the island, people. What a lovely church that was. Bit of culture for you there on the weekend vlog. I have to say, I really liked that pub. It just reminded me of the bars when I was in New York. Sort of long, even like the door you went in and out of to enter the pub. It just took me right back to New York. It really did, especially the lampshades, all that sort of style of stuff. Yeah, so really like that pub, and it's not far from me. It's on my doorstep pretty much. It's a drive, but hey, that's where Mrs. OG comes into her own, bless her. Anyway, my mate Pope here, as you know, Dave, come down and visited me. When he arrived, he said to me this. He said, "All right, Rob." Gave mug like, you know, been years since I've seen him, so I bought you a 6-pack. I was like, yay! It's a little Christmas tree ornament. And then he asked the question. He said, "When are the decorations coming? The charity thing Mrs. OG knits them, not knits, but sews, makes all year." I said, "Actually, real soon. So if you're into them and you want to keep an eye out on when they're dropping, it will be very soon indeed." I think we're going to photograph them this weekend. They're all done. Might even be dropping the video on Friday. Yes, so do keep those eyes peeled. I'll be dropping lots of posts to advertise them and everything else. Of course, the OG charity event of the year. Oh, yes, indeed, people. Anyway, talking of charity events and all that sort of stuff, let's get some beer down my neck. Great weekend. Now, I've got them games to file, them pickups I had from Friday's video. So I'm going to get these filed away. And then I'm out in the games room, so I think a bit of gaming this evening. Because Miss OG is going to be watching that Strictly stuff, so I'll come out here for a bit. But what to play? That is the question. Actually, I'm going to shoot some videos for the members stuff, for the channel members, so they'll be done. Get them done out of the way. And yeah, then a bit of gaming, methinks. Because it'd be rude not to. Let's get that beer. Just playing a bit of COD, people. I'd say thoroughly enjoyed it. I've just levelled up quite a bit in that one game. It's still going. I was level 8. Gone straight up to 11 on that one game, so that's good. Yep, so let's get amongst it. I'm quite enjoying the zombies, I have to admit. I think it's a good fun game, the zombies, yeah. Have another game while she's watching, you know, that Strictly dancing stuff. I'm dancing with the zombies. With a beer, of course. A job very well done this evening out here in the games room. Although I wasn't really vlogging it, to be honest. What have we done? Well, me and Mrs. OG have been out here, and we've spent probably the last 90 minutes, I would guess, just going through all the Christmas decorations she's made and working out what bundles we're going to do, prices, the postage, the packing and everything else. I can tell you, people, I have photographed everything. We've worked out the costings. We've worked out the P&P. We've worked out everything. I've got a few more tweaks to do. We're going to sell it on the website. We're going to sell them on eBay because I don't charge to sell on there anymore. Yeah, very excited. So we've got to come out here. We've got to film the video for the sale, the Christmas deck sale, and go from there, people. It's a job well done. Let's see if we can break last year's phenomenal amount we raised for Teenage Cancer Trust. There's Teenage Cancer Trust again this year. I can't remember what we got. I got a certificate indoors. Nick's got it in her little art room. I'll get it out for the video I'll do anyway. But yeah, she surpassed herself this year as Mrs. OG. Yes, indeed, she has. Oh, so just keep an eye on the YouTube page and the socials. I will be building it up for when the video is going to drop for that, for the yearly annual fundraise. Let's see how well we can do this year, because you surpassed yourself last year, people. She went nuts for them. They went really quick. So, yeah, so do keep an eye out. I don't want people disappointed again. But hey, she ain't do so many. Anyway, so that concludes Saturday. It was a good little day, actually. I loved that little pub I visited on the island there. That was a great little bar. Yeah, just reminded me of New York. Like being back in New York without the coffee. Honestly, yeah, loved it. Great little bar. Been in there again at some point, I am sure. And the fish and chip shop next door, that smelled absolutely gorgeous. And no, I didn't have any. Anyway, that concludes Saturday. I'm going to go back indoors now, see Mrs. OG, and then we're out tomorrow because it's Remembrance Sunday and I've got to nip into work, a few bits to do. But hey, aside from that, what else am I up to? I don't yet know. So watch this space. Oh, yes. Pop downtown with Mrs. OG. Off to Remembrance Sunday. And show our respects and all that. And post this whilst I'm down here. Yes, indeed. Sunday evening, people. Sorry, apologies, firstly from me, for the lack of content in this vlog. I'll say that, I've not edited it, so maybe there is enough. I don't know. But the reason being, we've had a big thing come up in work next week, and I've had to go into work and do some bits and stuff, so we've all been a bit busy with doing bits for that. So I've not been able to vlog maybe as much as I would have liked to have done. Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is, so, hey, apologies. So we come to the weekend review, how it's gone. Obviously, I've not played Mega Drive Game of the Week. But next week, I'll do 2 again like I did the last week. Yeah. Anyway, I will catch up. Fear not. But hey, real life gets in the way sometimes, people. And that's no different now. It's been a great weekend, actually. I mean, Thursday was absolutely amazing, to be absolutely honest with you. I mean, Lennox Lewis... he's always been a hero of mine. I've always loved boxing, grew up loving boxing. But Lennox, he was just a man, wasn't he? You know what I mean? And when I took me and Mrs. OG all them years ago, in year 2000, we went to see him fight Francois Botha at the London Arena. He knocked Botha out in 2 rounds. And I remember him coming out, and he was just a giant of a man, mate. He really was. And he was just huge, you know. But I have to be absolutely honest. I mean, he sort of towered above me in height. But back then, he had the muscle and everything going with it. He was just a great, great boxer. Quality. I mean, his left jab was second to none, mate. Second to none. Not just that, it was great catching up with your old mate Dave Pope, bless him. Pope, me, hope you're watching, son. Give me a like, a thumbs up and all that if you are. Oh, I know you are, actually. And it was great catching up with him. And as he said, we won't leave it so long next time. He said, because we probably won't make it. It's been 32 years since I last saw him. And I'll be absolutely honest, we had a lovely evening. It was just like, you know, when you... After 32 years, you're just reminiscing, the stories come out and all that. We've got to do it again. Next time you're down, man, well, I'll take to that Turkish. You really want to go to that local Turkish for a meal, like, you know. But we had to get to the venue and all that, so it was a bit of a rush. But he lives down in the West Country. So might well come down and visit you down there, Popey, mate. Yeah. A free little... a weekend away, maybe. Anyway, yes, that was Thursday. That was great. And, of course, the rest of the weekend, really, was sort of a bit taken up. But Saturday was good. I loved going around that old church thing we looked at. That was quality. What a job they'd done on that. And that pub over there. That pub, literally, is a 10-minute drive from me. I've never, ever been in it. But it was like walking into a sort of a real genuine New York bar. I just loved it. Yeah, it was quality. A few pints of Guinness. Was happy days, mate. It was rude not to. So again, apologies if this vlog isn't as lengthy as it normally is. But hey, real life gets in the way sometimes, people. Yeah. But don't fear. Next week should all be good. In the hood. Hope you've had a great week as always, so you get yourself something to look forward to. Drop in the comments. How's your weekend been? I hope you've had a good one. I mean, Lennox for me was the highlight. Oh, for sure. What a guy he is. Boom. Love me some Lennox. A legend amongst... Oh, it's just amazing. Anyway, could ramble on all day about him, couldn't I? See you on the next one, guys and girls. And thank you for watching and subscribing and doing everything you do. But drop your comments, because you know I love reading and responding to them all. Be good. Look after yourselves. Have a great week. Laters.